we're just getting back. We're on the road here, heading back home from our trip, and we want to check in with you guys and give you all kind of the top 10 and the bottom 10 and the worst of our trip down to Belize and Guatemala. And so this is Brad and Nick's top 10. We're going to start with number 10. Brad is going to tell us about a little adventure on Key Cocker we had on one of our last nights.
So yeah, top 10. Starting with number 10. We decided that it was the Croc Walk, Calvin's Croc Walk. Calvin was this random dude on the street. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to go on a Croc Walk?" And we're like, "A Croc Walk? Heck yes!" There's our tour guide, husband, Calvin, tour guide. On the Croc Walk. We thought I was like, so where's your boat? And he's like, "There's no boat." So he's like, "We gotta walk it." So, but we didn't rent a golf cart taxi, walk the airstrip, the lagoon. We ended up seeing one crocodile, so it was worth it. It was just a fun time. And that leads us to number 9.
Number 9. I'm going to tell you guys about number 9 here. There we go. Something up on Key Cocker. It's called the Split, which is where the island has been split into two back from a hurricane that kind of blew through the island. And anyway, there's a channel that runs across. It's maybe about 40 yards wide or something. There's some strong currents going through there, but during the day everybody kind of hangs out at the Split. It's where the lazy lizard is. You can get the lizard drinks and just hang out and chill at the Split. So one of those nights I just decided it might be a good idea to just go for a swim. I went out there and decided to swim across the Split. It's pretty strong currents, but kind of hit it out at an angle against the current and made it nicely across. So
at least the crocs didn't come out that time.
Yeah, this is prior to knowing that there were crocs that like to hang out around the Split in the evening time. So I was lucky just to make it there and back without losing any limbs or anything. From the crocs up there on the Split swim. So
number 8 on our top 10 list. After a long day of traveling, we finally made it to Flores. Decided to stay at a nice hotel, and we got a lake view room facing west at Hotel Santana, overlooking Lago Petanitza, and we saw a beautiful sunset. Would have been a lot better if I had my camera battery charged and lost my battery charger, but whatever. It was a great sunset over the lake. So that was number 8.
Number 7 is going to be checking in at roasting marshmallows up on a mountain called Kaya. Volcano, I should say, which is just outside of Antigua in Guatemala. We took a nice little bus ride up part of it, and then we hiked the rest of it. We ended up on this volcanic crater and just hiked it out there, with a guide, and we're just right next to some, active volcanoes with lava flowing around. We found these little hot spots. We brought up some sticks and some marshmallows. We roasted some marshmallows up on Kaya.
All right, what are we doing here, Nick?
Oh, we're roasting marshmallows. So we got 2 on our lava oven here.
Yeah, exactly. I think of making a restaurant here with marshmallows.
We're roasting marshmallows on hot lava.
Exactly.
Now we're gonna have number 6.
I did melt my shoes, by the way.
Yeah, Brad wanted to mention that his feet were really hot, so we call them caliente zapatos. Hot shoes. They're melted. He melted the soles. So
all right. Well, number 6.
Wait.
What was number 6?
Wait. Shut up!
So anyway.
Shut up.
Can't really go into this story. You're gonna have to look up the video on YouTube. Basically, it's this belligerent Belizean guy who decided to be our best friend one night, and then out of nowhere he just blurts out, "Shut up! Shut up!" The rest of the night we kind of we're going back and forth with him, yelling "shut up" to him. You have to see the video. I can't really even.
Just check out YouTube. Keyword shut up.
You better believe it.
Number 5 on our trip here. One of the best things, top 10. What the best things to do is eating at Jolly Rogers on Key Cocker. Probably some of the best food we had on our whole trip. big fellow, about 320 pounds, by the name of JR, or Jolly Rogers. Cooks up the best lobster tail, prawns, barracuda,
Snapper.
and the snapper fillet, which was our meal of choice usually when we ate there. Includes some garlic mashed potatoes and some garlic bread and a nice little dessert to wrap it up, all for 20 Belize, 10 US. Great meal. You gotta have it if you're on Key Cocker. Top number 5. All right,
That brings us to number 4. That would be the Mayan ruins of Tikal. Now that was quite an experience. We got to go drive up into the mountains in Guatemala. Drop us off there at the park. You hike in, and there's huge Mayan temples. You get to climb up some of them. It's great views just in the forest. See the spider monkeys. We got to see them swinging around and eating stuff. And, it was pretty crazy. There's a lot of temples out there. So that was interesting. Also, we learned a little bit about Mayan culture and religion. So that was number 4 on the list.
And number 3 on the list has to do with the Mayans as well. There's a little place outside of San Ignacio in Belize. We call it ATM because we can't really pronounce what it says, but it's like Actum Tamal Chiknal, something like that or something. But anyway, you hike up, cross some rivers, trek through the water, you hike up into this cave, 900 meters, and they have a massive dry chamber where there's these Mayan artifacts with skeletons and pottery and ceramics, where the Mayans did their rituals and ceremonies where they sacrifice people, and there's actually these skeletons of some of these individuals that are there that haven't been touched for about 1100 years. Definitely an awesome place, like a live museum.
You would have probably sat him in the fetal position there, with the knees up to the chest, the arms across, and then the head resting on the arms.
One of the highlights of the trip. That's number 3, ATM.
Number 2 on the list of top things of the Belize Guatemala trip for Brad and Nick would have to be the snorkeling with the stingrays. Actually, we did a lot of snorkeling and scuba diving on the trip. I got to go on a few scuba diving trips, and Nick got to do some snorkeling. And then when we got stuck there for an extra day, I decided to go snorkeling because I hadn't got to see any stingrays yet, and that's kind of an ongoing joke. Everybody had seen them. I got my free diving t-shirt with a stingray on it, and I hadn't seen one yet. So we went out snorkeling. It was a little 15-minute boat ride off the island. They dropped us off in this water, and they're actually southern stingrays. The same stingray that killed Steve Irwin, and they drop us in 6 feet of water, and there's about 40 of them swimming around us. So that's kind of scary, but definitely one of the highlights of the trip, and I'm really glad I finally got a chance to see that. So now, drum roll, number 1. What is the top thing on the trip?
Thing on, Belize.
What's the top thing?
What's the best thing?
Nick, why don't you tell them what the top thing was?
The top thing is number 1. Marie Sharps. Where is she, baby? She makes the best freaking salsa picante habanero sauce, just in the world, I gotta say, is the best stuff. Huh, Brad?
She makes pretty good souvenirs because that's what we brought home for everybody. Marie Sharps.
We hope you like it.
Do you have any daughters?